It is Armed Forces Weekend, and the Pirates are hoping that they have saved their best for last. That is Cy Young winner Paul Skeens as they look to salvage a victory in this three-game set against the Philadelphia Phillies here at PNC Park. Thanks very much for being with us. Filling in for Greg Brown, who is newly inducted into the West Shore chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. I'm Rob King with Bob Walk. Bob, Paul Skeens, last two outings, he's been brilliant. 16 innings pitched. He's only allowed 4 hits, has not allowed a single run.
He has been amazing. You know, if you're a fan of pitching, not just velocity or pitch shaping or any of that kind of stuff, the art of pitching, you really have to enjoy what Skeens is doing this year. Now, of course, he's got the dominant stuff. He throws real hard. You know, he can make the baseball do anything he wants, but he also knows how to get hitters out, knows where to place the baseball. That's what he's been up to.
Last 8 starts since that opening day start in New York against the Mets. Look at the numbers, unbelievable. April 13th, 3rd inning. That's the last time Paul Skeens has walked a batter, the longest streak since Ivan Nova back in 2018, and has excellent numbers against the Phillies. Still looking for his first career victory against Philadelphia, and it won't be easy today because he's going against one of the best in the business in Zach Wheeler.
It's a bad day to be a hitter, I'll tell you that. You know, Wheeler, he's been one of the big dogs in this league for a long, long time. You know, everything we say about Skeens, they've been saying this about Wheeler since he came into this league. But he's a little bit more of a grizzled veteran now, maybe not quite the stuff guy that he used to be, but he can still bring it, and he can dominate a game as good as anybody.
So it's a 3-time All-Star in Zach Wheeler. It is the reigning Cy Young champion in Paul Skeens.
See good pitching. 2 real good ones going at each other today.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat, 4-seamer, and he gets Turner to chase in strikeout number 1. And the 1-2 again. And he gets him with a changeup.
Same spot, same pitch.
Come back inside, maybe the changeup again. Let's see what he does here. Well, they go with a sweeper and strike out the side. Paul Skeens gets Turner, Schwarber, and Harper. Mangum and Triolo getting another start out in right field. First pitch of the 2nd inning is grounded sharply to short. Griffin there over across the diamond, and Bohm is a quick out on 1 pitch here in the 2nd inning. It's one of the things the Pirates offense has been very good at, drawing all the walks that they've drawn this year. 3-2 again, and he gets him looking for his 4th strikeout and his 5th batter faced. Pitch number 32 for Paul Skeens, and that is flied out to left field, and Reynolds there makes the grab. And the Phillies are retired in the 2nd, heading to the bottom of the 2nd, still scoreless.
So that's the thing with Skeens and pitchers like him.
Or do you throw the changeup on the outside corner?
You can't guess. You don't know. Don't try to guess.
One of the longest streaks in Pirates history. Here's a 3-2 pitch. That ball is lined toward Reynolds, and he settles under it, makes the grab. Turner did to start the game. Here's the 2-2. Fly ball to left, and Reynolds settling underneath. And now let's head to the bottom of the 3rd.
Paul, entering today, they added to that total in their first at bat. Rob?
Dan, thank you very much. Looks like he's going to get Schwarber here again. Pop up to Gonzalez, who wanders back into short left field to make the grab.
Thrown into a situation where you're getting to know some of the other players, you know, on other teams.
And here's the 3-2 to Bohm. And this ball is hit hard to right center field. Mangum in pursuit and can't make the grab. And Bohm into 2nd with the first base hit for the Phillies. Comes with 2 out here in the 4th.
You know, same way out in left center.
There's the 1-0, and this one's lifted toward Brian Reynolds, who gets his 4th putout already. 4 fly balls to Reynolds, and scoreless as we head to the bottom of the 4th. 5th time Paul has had 3 balls on a batter today. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and his first walk since the 3rd inning of April 13th. Imagine Garcia will be running on the 3-2. He is. Here's the pitch, and it's lifted out to left field. And Garcia off on the hit on the pitch is able to scurry to third base. They're not runners on the corners, and just one out here in this 5th inning. So that 3-2 count, that works against him there because he's able to get to third. No way he gets to third on this otherwise.
No, not at all. You run it, you can make it in there. Nice little job of hitting. That was a well-positioned pitch. Was that a curveball or a sweeper? Breaking. It was a breaking pitch, but it was down and away in the strike zone, and kind of reached out there and poked it out toward left field.
Here's a sweeper. Here's the Crawford. Oh, diving play by Griffin across the diamond. What a gem! A run comes in, but what a play by Connor Griffin.
How about the arm? The combination of velocity and accuracy after sliding on your belly. Pow, right there.
And the other thing was how quickly he got up. I remember talking to Maz about Ozzie Smith once. He said, I could dive like Ozzie, I just couldn't get up that quickly, you know?
As he's sliding through the dirt, I think he's computing what he wants to do with the ball.
Right. And there's a single to right field, and they're going to send the runner. Throw by Triolo to the plate, and sliding in safely. Second run here for the Phillies as they go up. Rio Muto scores on that single, and now it is 2-0 Philadelphia.
That was putting a lucky spot there, just kind of a firm 3, maybe almost a 4 hopper, but it's down that line. I'm surprised that they're getting busy.
Harper hits this ball to center field. Mangum going back, approaching the wall, leaping up, and it's gone. Bryce Harper, the home run, his 12th of the season, and the Phillies are up 3-0.
Harper's been getting a little overshadowed by Schwarber, I think, the last couple of years, but he is still a very dangerous hitter.
And 2 big leads, 8-3 going into the 7th. Couldn't hang on, and now this ball is wrapped to center field for another base hit. There's Bohm, who doubled in the 4th, picks up another base hit here. You took care of business against the Rockies. You took 1 out of 3 against the Phillies team that has just been smoking red hot. And that ball is laced into left center field. Mangum racing over to try to cut it off. Slides, does so, throws it in, but it's going to be a double. And now nobody out and runners on second and third after that Marsh double.
And when you get those big leads, you're supposed to win those. That's going to be it. Gaines is done for the afternoon.
And Matson will come on in relief with runners on second and third and nobody out. There's the 1-0, and that ball is cracked into the right center field gap, and it's going to split the gap and roll to the wall. 1 run comes in, 2nd run comes in, and the Phillies have added 2 more. Both those runs will be charged to Paul Skeens, by the way, and the Phillies have now taken a 5-0 lead.
Not a good day for Paul. He closed the book now, and now they got the same situation again. 2nd and 3rd and nobody out.
It was the first strike Matson had thrown, and Stott, I'm sure, sitting on that.
As it was coming off my fingertips.
Oh, Stott crushes this one. That is going to be over the Clemente wall and gone.
Changeup.
4th home run of the year for Bryson Stott. And the Phillies have extended their lead to 6-0.
I think the feel you have of the ball coming out of your hand will tell you if everything else is right. If your mechanics are right. And if the ball doesn't feel right coming out of your hand, then you know you're probably not going to have the stuff you need to have, and you're not going to have the location. Now, normally I would say